Dagiwe. Dagiwe is not an alcohol song. It was the day I actually tried to commit suicide. I have never met a person that wants to own every single thing that I do. But I hired you to manage me. Brenda, what's going on? She's like, hey, we can't find Kina and Bura. So I called everyone, literally called his family, called, people asking what's going on,
Yeah, she's a wiki. You are evil. Yeah, she's a wiki.
What it do, hitters? Welcome to it, your go-to when it comes to getting up close and personal with your faves. It's Heavy Hitters, y'all. I go by the name Kamo, aka your absolute fave.
Lochane Makaya, and I'm the Naked J. You'll get the D later.
Are we still doing this?
We still are.
We need
Nothing's
to get it
changed.
now. Give the people what they want.
I've just taken my pill, so you can only get it later.
Wow.
You have to give it like 40 minutes.
40 minutes. Okay,
To
after
kick
40
in.
minutes, I'm gonna check if it's time.
Yeah.
What's up?
I'm good. You're looking great.
Obviously, international standard procedure. Hello.
Yeah, so tell me, what's your hit of the week and what's...
My hit?
Yeah.
Can I start with my heavy?
Okay, start with your hit.
So I was driving at night and I went to the garage because I needed something.
Condoms.
Because so I went to the garage and then there were like these drunk guys and they were catcalling me. But the thing is there were cops right next to me, right?
Okay.
And they were having dinner because it was like super late. And so they catcalling. I'm thinking, obviously the cops can see I'm bothered, they're gonna stop. You know, they're gonna be like, hey.
Yeah.
The cops was just like mice inside the dinner. So this guy says to me, right? And I'm like, okay, that is so rapey, okay, whatever. Cops still say nothing. So I drive and I speed off. I kid you not, I got to the stop sign, the car was right next to me and they tried to stop me. And then I hit it, and I got home and eventually I lost them. But my thing was like, why didn't the cops say anything? Like, everyone knows what catcalling is and that it's wrong, but they did absolutely zero. So I'm actually very disappointed. Saps. It's my hit. I went to the club. I didn't know it's so much fun.
This was your first time at
No, I've gone before, but like, I was like, 21. I'm like 41 now.
There's the rest, the Northwest. There's no clubs?
No, get it tavene. I can want our tavene.
Oh, okay. So
but the club was so nice. Wait, why don't you ever take me when you chuku?
No, you're always busy.
You've never asked me. Don't lie to the people.
Oh yeah, there's that. Get in my DMs. Things happen in my DMs.
Okay, I know. What was your heavy and your hit?
Okay, so my hit actually this week, I went for a checkup. So everything is GOOD. No,
okay, you can
no
spell.
ED.
Okay.
I'm good AF.
Okay.
Everything is dope. At my age, and you show, hey, we go for these checkups. You have to, so they can check if you're still alive.
So that's your hit.
Yeah, that's my hit. So everything is. I just said everything is GOOD.
I expect
no
more
ED.
from you. You're a
I'm
DJ.
great AF.
I thought you were gonna be like, I'm not GOOD or something.
Everything is super. Everything is super.
Okay, and you're heavy?
Okay, so my heavy is, right? Don't you hate it when you go for these medical checkups and then when they ask you for your HIV status?
Oh, when last did you do the
Yes,
hanky
exactly.
panky?
So, and I mean, the thing about me is, I think when I start lying, my voice starts shooting up. I start using the higher decibels. So they
like
were like,
how?
hey, Mr. Masina, so... when last did you check your status? Yo, amanga apumela. Yes, puti. Yes, ngile last week, but then beba valile, and then I back opposite, bating buye, and then ngati awathola ngama veins. So ngabatshela ukuthi ngicela bangikhahle ngama earbuds ngathi ba testa for inconvenience. And then like because I just
But what did she do?
Lying about everything.
And then what did she do?
She was, she was like, but it says here you tested, 2 weeks ago. I just wanted to know, was it 2 years, 3 years, 4 years? And then I was like, eating one. Oh, yeah, nah, okay, yeah, all right, nah, yeah, but, yo, dude, it is heavy. Like when you ask
How is that heavy, dude? I think it's hilarious.
No, when you get asked asked about your HIV stuff.
Your
or when
voice
you
just did
test,
that thing, by the
you
way.
lie. Am I the only one that lies? You
I
know-
don't lie. I don't
Come
lie.
On, you guys know you lie
I don't
too.
lie.
You guys know you lie too.
No.
Share your heavies and your hits with us. You know, on Instagram and Twitter, it's heavyhitters_ZA. Don't forget the hashtag. It's not that deep.
Yes, and hashtag heavy hitters, but also we have a Facebook, and over there we're just heavy hitters. We do want to hear from you guys. So guess who we have in the building today? Must I give you a hint?
Give me a clue.
O tla go bitsa ka tlelapa e varam, ne? If you touch her man. And all her things di tsamaya ka line e straight.
Is it Catalia?
Yes, from First Law to the world, let's welcome one of SA's biggest artists, Lady Do. Welcome to Heavy Hitters.
Hi guys.
What is that voice? Hi guys.
No, I guess it's the low one before the high one.
Oh, okay.
Oh, the high. You're gonna also lie.
So,
No, I don't lie.
do you have a lying voice though? Like nothing,
lie.
no telltale. You
I
don't
tell
lie.
it like it is. I know I don't lie. Babe.
Zero.
I zero. That's
Okay.
my parents. They'll tell you.
Okay, we're gonna test if she doesn't lie because
Yeah,
we're
that's
about to play an icebreaker. It's our little fun game here. It's called Tell Me, Try Me, Down Me. This is how it works.
Yeah. Okay, so tell me is the truth,
Okay.
right? You have to tell us the truth.
Okay.
Try me is a dare. We're gonna dare you to do something. And if you don't answer to our satisfaction, you're gonna have to take a shot.
Okay.
All right. So
Okay.
are you ready to play?
Yes.
Okay, so tell me, try me.
Try me.
Okay. You're taking it there first?
Yeah, why?
Okay. Go on Twitter right now.
No.
Down ahead. Down. I didn't even finish. You don't even know what I was
Okay,
gonna
finish
say.
first, finish.
Can you go on Twitter right now and tweet me and Naked and say that we're your new faves?
Oh, wow.
But
Really? Hey, Bana.
yeah, that time
Okay.
she's here. Okay, tell me, try me.
Tell me.
Tell you. What's the best thing about being in your 30s?
Guys, I think for me, because even in the genre that I'm in, I think I'm older than most of them. So being in my 30s is more of a educational part of what I'm doing, because I'm teaching the kids, but I'm learning from them at the same time. You know, because I think with music, I've been doing this for 15 years, and being in my 30s has actually made me realize that sometimes it doesn't even, the age doesn't matter. Because, I mean, I've been doing this since I was 10 years old, and I'm 30 now. I only made it at 30. So you start realizing that it's better to be successful at my age, because then you buy responsibility instead of buying things that you don't need.
Okay.
So tell me, try me.
Try me.
Jeez.
Impersonation. Okay, please impersonate your favorite DJ, and we have to guess who it is.
You know, when you are going through a lot, right? And a lot of men like taking advantage of women. But right now,
Wow.
you need to know your worth.
Wow.
And
Really?
understand
Wait, I know who it is.
Really?
Am I right? Am I right? Wait. Am I right? Can I guess? Do you?
You can guess.
By
I
your-
think
by-
I know who it is. Usile. Usile.
Okay, who is it?
It can only be the naked DJ
Naked?
or Oscar Man.
But I did say, you know what? But I did say when I walked in here. I mean, most of the time, men are against giving women advice, and he's put himself in a position where men would actually feel like he's turning against them.
Yes.
By giving us.
You
'Cause
don't
he
know-
gives us, like,
you don't
real
know
advice.
how much men
Ah, phela
hate me
sesedam.
out there.
Sesiyakwazi
They call me
ukudama.
a traitor.
Ufundise thina ukudama kwabanye.
Bafethu ayizingeni hakike.
Okay, tell me, try me.
Tell me.
Tell you. Okay, do you want to take this
Yeah.
one? Okay.
What's the first thing you did with your new money? What did you buy? What's that dumb shit you bought with your new money?
I didn't buy anything dumb. I actually saved the whole year. I didn't buy anything. I bought property.
That's boring. You need
Also,
to
I
have
feel
a
like
shop.
it's a lie.
No, it's
you
not
need
a
to have
lie.
a shop.
lie.
I didn't. I promise.
Nothing.
I didn't buy dumb.
Nothing.
No.
Like,
Okay, guys, no, I'm not lying.
Not
no.
a bag.
I didn't buy. I don't
Not
buy bags. I
eyelashes,
don't.
girl,
Nothing.
Rato
Guys,
nothing.
let me tell you
Nothing.
guys. Okay, I'm into cars, but
Okay,
I
there we go.
saved. I
Okay.
did not buy.
Okay.
I swear, you could check my bank statements. The only thing I've been buying is groceries, and obviously I wear the clothing line that I'm sponsored by every month.
Okay.
So the one thing I've always wanted was property. And that's what I saved for. I literally am that person that will not go anywhere. If you go on my Instagram, you won't find me at a restaurant, out with friends, whatever. If I want something, I want it. And I don't like going through the bank.
Okay.
So it must
So
be
now I'm
done.
posting my a restaurant. Blessed. Good life. What else? What are the hashtags?
I don't know, but those funny little
No, you won't
captions.
find. You won't find those pictures on my. Not one.
Okay.
I don't do restaurants, movies, what's there.
But what if like Munna or
I
Isa?
munna yona yuri etsa kontu.
And then what pay mang?
Na obviously. Ke nna msadi motho ba
And then
ka
what,
apaya
yeah, what's that dish that you cook? That you know good tonight he
mo.
knows.
Sushi phela ngisho abantu abamnyama bakwenza sushi. So
You
mina.
can make sushi from
Yeah,
scratch.
yeah. I'm always on YouTube trying new things.
Okay,
I like
okay,
sushi too.
okay. Oh wow, okay. Before we
fresh
jump
fish is-
into
yeah,
that's
it's
gonna
my
wrap
thing,
up our
really.
round of like tell me, try me, down me. But before we jump into the heavy five, we're gonna take a quick break. Don't go anywhere.
No,
In the
but
meantime,
wait,
King.
Look, I really wanted to do this while the cameras were on. You know?
No. I know what you're gonna do now.
No, but
No.
listen. I think what happened last week, I want to say I'm sorry.
To me.
He must be
sorry.
talking to you because he's not talking to me.
No, I'm sorry.
But
And I
you
want
go
to
ahead.
apologize.
Yeah.
Okay, sharp.
And I mean, it was the first date, but you never gave me another chance.
No, why are you talking about this?
No, just wait. Yi maranga.
No, why are you telling me about
No, but it was the first date, and you didn't give me a chance. You blame me for something I didn't do. No, just wait, guys. Come
No,
on.
you
We
see-
need to sort this out.
No, don't do that.
Listen, you blame me for something I didn't do.
Don't do that.
You blame me. It was Lulo. It was Lulo. Lulo was in
Okay,
the video.
okay,
It was
Shapo.
not me. And I want to say I'm sorry.
No, but you were in the story as well, dude. Like,
No,
come
but I
on.
want to say I'm sorry, and I want
Is
you
it supposed to be a prank or
give me another chance.
No.
No, but just wait. Just 2 minutes.
You see, you guys dared me, and now I'm in this situation.
Just 2 minutes, please.
No, but remember, you guys dared me. Like, God, we can tell you at 14. Come on, you see now.
Guys, we have a guest here. Let's just do the
Yeah,
show.
but
Also, more TV.
no, but Kamo,
Is it the one for April
I
Fool's?
just want you to tell me.
Are you serious?
Tell me what?
I just want you to tell me.
Are you serious, Naked?
I'm actually very serious. You know the thing about us DJs when we're clubbing, right? So I get into shit because of something that Lulo did. I didn't do it.
So you're blasting it on TV now?
Naked.
It happened. It happened.
Naked from
You know?
Naked
Okay, but wait, guys. All I just want is for her to
Just-
say that she'll give me, another chance.
I'm going to we'll talk about this after
Yeah.
the situation.
No, but guys, all I just want is for her to say that she'll give me that other chance.
No, no. Can we please just continue? Can I take the link again?
Lady, do.
I am on
It's a prank! Come back. It's a prank.
Are you serious?
She left the building. She was like,
Is it really a prank?
Yes, it's a prank.
I'll take a shot. You're mad at me. I'll take a shot.
Really?
I like a fun. Nah, I like a fun, right?
How? You don't even try to defend your sister?
No.
Yeah, no.
Nah, defend mang. Ditaba tsa batho ba ithuwa o di teng, o tla sala o le utlwa mo fatshe.
Oh my God, I think we're really like getting really good at this.
Yep, that's a prank. Lady,
Oh
Ju, thank
my
you very much.
God!
All right, guys, so don't forget, it's Heavy Hitters on Twitter. Heavy Hitters _ZA on Twitter and on Instagram. Facebook, Heavy Hitters.
You're still thinking about me, ne? Because it was
Aye,
actually
wena.
your true intentions.
We're coming back after this. Namfuna kuyona tsama, Andy. This is the right time to do it. Heavy Hitters, we'll be right back.
Welcome back to Heavy Hitters. We're still getting up close and personal with singer-songwriter Lady Do, who we just pranked, and she walked off. We managed to catch her just in time. Are you still enjoying yourself?
Yes, I'm very much happy, as long as there's no fights.
Okay.
There's not gonna
you
be
can
fights.
relax, have some popcorn.
Yeah, please.
It is
I
a
wish I
safe
did
space.
tell you, and I told you.
Yeah.
There's nothing in here. No?
No. So you guys ready for Heavy Five, right? It's time for Heavy Five. So, Lady Do, tell us. You come from a musical background. Your father being DJ Chalk, uncle being Uzandi. You won your first DJ competition. I think you were 10 years old. So music, it seems like your career in music has been set in stone. When did you, though, know, Uguti, music is what you wanted to follow?
It has always been music. I think because I come from a family where everybody needs to have something to fall back on. Like my dad is a DJ, but he also sells cars. Zandi the same. I also wanted to fall into the car thing, but I was like, hey, it's turning me kind of into a boy more than, you know. I think I still have the personality of being, you know, stronger and, you know. But I went into beauty. I did somatology, I did anatomy, physiology, I did logistics, I did mechanics, I studied, I've got 19 qualifications, and a lot of people thought I was joking.
I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Like every time I got time to study, I studied. So I went overseas and I traveled 108 countries on a cruise ship. And on the cruise ship, you are able to study whatever that you want for 6 months.
Yeah.
And you literally get your diploma, and then some of them you do for 3 years. So I was on the ship for 3 years.
Okay.
So I did 4 courses in 3 years. So I wouldn't
Somatology.
Somatology is the cosmetic side of skin therapy, and yeah. So it's half of being a dermatologist.
Okay.
So you don't do the practicals of like cutting people's skin and stuff. So I don't do surgery.
All right.
Okay.
But issue Baba will get that today.
Yeah, man.
Nakafika snacks and
Finish, young.
Okay.
You know, Naked is talking about how, you know, your journey into music, how you already come from that environment. But it wasn't always smooth sailing. I mean, I know when I met you, you were already in, and you've really worked hard and put in all the work. And in the midst of all of that, you've also spoken about the struggles, the depression, attempting, you know, suicide. When did you get there and how? Like, take us to that point where you were like, you know what, second half, I'd honestly rather tap out than continue living this way.
I think for me, because I'm a morals before business type of girl, I have never been that girl that goes, I can sleep with anyone to get anything. I think there's a lot of people hide behind the fame, and they are not transparent with what's actually happening behind closed doors for people to be where they are, you know. So in music, it's very hard when you're a female, because you meet vultures and you meet people that actually want to take advantage of who you are instead of your talent and understanding that you're talented. So I had a lot of closed doors before I opened my own door, because the amapiano genre, I literally kicked the door open, because when I got into amapiano, people were swearing. You know, they literally had the most, I don't know, vulgar lyrics. And I thought, you know what? It's COVID times. People are with families. I am literally going to write songs that make sense. And because, what I need to explain to you guys now is the suicide part, right? So the suicide part, Dagiwe is not an alcohol song. It was the day I actually tried to commit suicide. I wrote Dagiwe. I said, Bizu mamam azong bona manginje. I had pills on my hand. Bizu mamam azong bona manginje. Bizu babam azong landa angang shy. Mabang Dagiwe. That's depressed, like a depressed state, because I had lost everything. I went to work and the company was, you know, bankrupt, and I lost my job. And I don't know if it's a male thing, but I have pride. I'd never go back home and say I'm struggling.
Yeah.
You know, I've always wanted to be that pillar for my family. And if I fail, I feel like everybody else, that's how I look at it.
Yeah.
Like everybody else is going to look at me and think, yeah, but you left the family business and you wanted to do your, and so it was hard for me. So I was like, let me just.
So you are the alpha amongst your peers, basically.
Yeah.
Okay. So tell me, when Mang Dagiwe came out, 2019, when did you realize that your life will never be the same once that song just took off?
So Dagiwe and Umsebenzi Wethu were both, I was both emotionally not in a good space.
Okay.
Because that's why Umsebenzi Wethu, if you listen to the second verse where I'm actually going high, I was actually in tears when I was singing that. I think that's why it gets that emotion in a person. Because I went into studio, they said to me, would you like to sing? I said, yes, but I don't want to sing, I want to cry. And they said, why? I said, there's a lot of people out there going through a lot. It's COVID times, they're losing their jobs, they don't have money. Can I just cry on the song? And they're like, what do you mean? I'm like, I'm going to cry. And that's it.
And it worked out.
But you know, when like a song like Mang Dagiwe, how do you feel when you do a song which actually has a nice social message to it, but then people misinterpret the song and it abantu bayadakwa nje, and they don't know how, they actually don't know what the song is about. How does that make you feel?
But the purpose of the song was to make people happy.
Yeah.
So I wrote lyrics that I knew would make people happy.
Yeah.
But as soon as I got into a space like this and I tell my story, they actually realize that we all go through the same thing, but there's that one thing that will make us happy, you know?
Yeah.
So sometimes you rejoice in my misery. I will make you happy. Just seeing you happy makes me happy. Do you understand? So it's more of a thing of, I take your energy of your happiness and I feel myself with it. So the more I see people embracing my songs, my music, everything, I take that energy and it makes me happy. I've been through so much in the industry, but because of my fans, I keep going.
Outside of your expression, obviously, into the song, you know, how you poured yourself into the song we're just talking about, did you have any other outlet? Did you seek any other sort of, you know, help? Because obviously you were in a dark place, you know. And I mean, if you mentioning this was a note you say to your mom, you had the pills. Did you ever seek professional help?
Yeah. I went for 6 months for counseling. And I think that's the best thing one can do for themselves. Because I think we deal with things from the past and carry them. When something major happens now, it triggers that. So that's what I've learned, that you need to be one with yourself. I think that's why I even walked out when you guys started fighting, because I am so content with who I am. I never put myself in situations that trigger anything. So if it changes the mood of how I feel, then I don't want to be a part of it. So be loyal to yourself and understand who you are, that when you walk into a place, you need to embrace people as much as they embrace you. You need to respect even the cleaner, even the, you know, so as soon as you walk, because the problem with us when we become in the limelight and we have a lot of followers, we think those people are for us. But those people are actually looking at you because you come from where they were and they want to be inspired by you. And then you start looking above them and thinking that you are above them. But you are actually just like them with a lot of followers.
Ooh,
Hundreds.
I like
Hundreds.
that. So a certain publication used the term abusive when they spoke about you and your relationship, you know, with your management. And how did you feel about that? Were there any truths in that, or did that set you off?
To be quite honest with you, the management part, I think I hid for long because so many people respected me because I've been in the game longer. So I felt like if I spoke out, it would be, you've been telling us you know everything. But contract down. But I thought, no, I'm older than everyone. They're gonna make the mistake I'm making now. You know, so let me rather speak. I have never met a person that wants to own every single thing that I do. But I hired you to manage me. But you now my boss. I can't take gigs. I can't do favors. I can't go anywhere. I can't do anything. You're literally telling me, even if you go and you sign something, I need to be there. And I'm thinking, but I hired you. How do you now take control of my life and I can't do anything. And I'm the opposite. If you frustrate me, I will frustrate you. So I decided I will cut everything.
But were there no contracts in place?
There
prior
is
to
a
that?
contract,
I mean,
but the contract is so biased. It doesn't.
who drew the contract up?
He did,
Yeah.
but I recently found out the person he said drew the contract didn't even do it.
So, but did you not read it beforehand?
I did, and he read it for me 3 times.
So where did you miss that I might be signing myself up for like some shady business here?
So when a person comes to you and they literally explain what is written on the contract, that you are going to be in charge of everything, which is what happened for a year, where I was in charge of everything, I was approving everything, until you start realizing that I am the only person that is left in your company. And if I go, you will not have money. So then you start having clause that if this one goes, then, because each and every person that was in that company left, and every person is speaking the same language that I'm talking, you know. And I've had so many people come up and saying, listen, we are behind you, we are going to speak. We don't know what bravery you have of speaking because we are afraid of that person. This is what they've done to us. And I said, I've never been afraid of a human being. I was not created. I was brought on earth by a human being, but I was not created by a human being. So if God is the one that's going to take it away from me, let him be the one to take it away, but not a human being. And one thing I have always said is that if you're a woman of power, you will not be defeated by a man. Ever.
Has he tried to reach out to you and
We don't
talk to
we
you?
haven't spoken
So
for
he's
like-
not even trying to say, hey, like, shh.
4 months.
4 months?
Nothing. We've blocked each other everywhere.
Okay,
Jeez.
so all of this happened right after you went through a breakup.
Yeah.
At any point, did you miss having a partner that you could
No.
have a shoulder to cry on at home? So bloke bonke nje. Ubloka emsebenzini.
Or block
our love
life.
nasendlini.
Yeah, but I
Like,
also remember with the relationship part
Yeah.
of things, I was too frustrated because now I'm seeing what I have worked so hard for. I mean, look at my catalog. I don't have a song right now that's under 1 million views or 1 million streams.
Facts on facts on
you know,
facts.
all my songs are on platinum, all of them.
That's right.
So you look at what other people are doing and you're thinking, why is this one getting all the opportunities and I'm here, you know? And then when you start calling the people, they're like, no, we are being told you're unavailable.
Ah, really?
And I'm like, why? Because I want to take charge of my life and I want to do things the way that I want, you know? And guys.
But didn't management realize they're shooting themselves in the foot? If there's no money coming in to your pocket, there's no money going into their
theirs.
pocket.
What does a king do? They turn a person into a slave so that they work for them forever.
See, I couldn't answer that. So
I
I'm
also,
taking a
listen,
shot.
I'm also the I never saw that one coming. Well, you can also take a shot for dropping all these bars.
So a person will always get you on your knees so that you're desperate enough to go back to them and ask for a job.
You made a mistake with management, ne? Or whatever about to Kamo class. Would you still, do you still want to, you know, because sometimes Barry, once bitten, twice shy. Would you still want to get a manager? What would you do differently going into new management?
Not everyone is the same. And you can't shoot somebody with the same bullet, you know? I'll just be wiser, but I can't handle. If I get more than 1,000 emails a day, so I can't do that by myself, you know? And I mean, right after I posted on Twitter, my calendar's full. What are the odds?
You-
Magic.
You know, you one of the ladies I truly respect in the business. Now, over the last couple of months, I think a lot of people have dissed, you know, when we see half-naked DJs, female DJs, and they say they are not talented, they are just half-naked. What's your opinion as far as that's concerned? Do you think Uguti, some artists get booked just because they are naked? You know?
I knew you were going to do that. You're such an idiot.
Well, I've always said to females, if you love something, you wouldn't have to sell yourself for it. Just sell whatever that you need to sell in order to make money until you die. So that is why you will never see me using my body for anything, using anything. I always say I sell music.
Yeah.
I don't have to go and fake smile with Naked, and because a lot in the industry people say you need to socialize with people, you need to network, you need to go and meet mang. That is where the pressure comes in, that you see, like sometimes it happens by mistake. Let's take a Waffles.
Yeah.
She was wearing a bikini top and whatever. Sometimes it happens that way and you can't stop it. That's how people want to see you.
Yeah.
You know, even though you don't want to do it, but that's how people want to see you. So you don't judge a person for their hustle.
Okay.
You understand why they're doing it. Because sometimes you judge a person, but they're going through the most and they need it now. Sometimes needing it now is because the industry is so shifted. People with smaller waists and what is what the industry wants, and there's more of people with like Rona.
How are you navigating that?
Because
we're
you never
bigger
sell your
women
soul. You never sell your soul.
That's why
So-
I say the industry is male dominated.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
What do males do in Amapiano? They rap. I can sing. I can literally shut down your system now by just vocals. But I said no, I'm going to rap like the males. So that I'm on par with them. And obviously when I get to that level, people are going to listen to what I have to say. And I will set.
Since people are listening to what you have to say, you want to take us to the break with a rap? Nyana. Just in your way, just take us to the break.
Wow. Sometimes finger go game. Bese ngiyakhumbula ukuthi minja yegame. Sometimes ngithi ngizoyishiya le fame ngoba iphathisa mistress ungasafeel the same uthi ubheka abantu baphila impilo zefake. Bese ngiyakhumbula ukuthi yamayifani mina yami mfana ihamba nesibane nophezulu nabaphansi futhi shuthi ngeke ngisingisayi yeka lesibane shuthi ngeke sisas yeka lesibane nayi ingozi wasa.
Wow, we're coming back.
Heavy hitters will be right back. Don't forget the hashtag. The hashtag is heavy hitters. Another hashtag is it's not that deep, right?
Yes,
Not that deep.
we'll be right back.
Ralamuhela and la itse gore mapuna puna utsweri bangwana ba chisang. What?
What do you mean, Mapuna?
Naked DJ.
Oh,
Kamo.
I was so on that one. Man. I was like, it's because you're so dirty that I'm like.
No, I'm not. Come on now. You know we're chilling with a heavy hitter today, and she's about to welcome us back. Kachi Venda. Lady Do.
What I mean? Auna kakati.
Okay, so now we're back and you know we were just doing our heavy five, but now we're gonna go a little deeper. Na kirata love ne. And you were asking me how did I lose so much weight? Ka re ban latlhile. Yeah, ban latla go tini biki ne. But outside of stop laughing at me. Outside of go latliwa. Okay, it's when I was singing you keep it moving. What I wanted to know from you is, like, you know, you once mentioned, Hore, you were dating someone who was there for you and all that stuff. But then when you announced like that, Osole single, I'm not sure about the ready to mingle part, you also mentioned something that stood out for me, and which was that you felt free. Is it safe to assume that the relationship was starting to feel like a little bit like a trap? Did you feel trapped in it? Was it suffocating?
No, I wouldn't say suffocating, but I don't think men understand that there's hard-working women that are not there to empty their pockets.
Your ex. Because Tinabanya, we understand.
Oh, my ex.
Thank you.
You know?
Palama blanket statement. There's good men out
No,
there.
but I'm just saying, I feel like sometimes you guys always want to do stuff for us.
Yeah.
And I don't come from that background.
Okay.
My dad always said to me, and this I take with me and I will also teach my daughter. My dad said, learn to make so much money for yourself that you fall in love with who you love, so that they can treat you the way you want to be treated. There's no price tag to love.
Jeez.
You can buy anything in the world, but learn not to buy the things that you can't buy.
Halala. Is your father available for Ask a Man? for the next coming
that
year?
one. I don't want to give you advice on the babies.
Yeah.
On the babies.
For the babies, you know. So I've always been that person. I've never put a price tag on love. I don't even check what a person is doing. Like, I'm that girl. If you ask me out, I like you, that's it. You know. But I've been in committed relationships. So 11 years. I came from 11 years and then I'm gonna go 3 years.
But the weirdest thing, before we started recording, you said you've only been in 2 relationships.
Yeah.
How is that possible?
It is
you
possible.
are over 30. Only 2 relationships.
Yeah, but remember when you are raised culturally, you can't date. What are you going to date? Your grandmother, you walk into the house, but pass one pet to sock checker. You can't.
As in check.
That's how you were raised?
Yeah. Traditionally, literally, you get checked. They check even behind you. My dollars, my elbows.
How do you see from
they
the
can see.
madolos?
My coco can see, Papa. Even your walk, she can see it. Oh, that is why even a woman that is pregnant, your grandmother always knows. They know. They have, because remember, they didn't have technology.
Yeah.
Right? So they could see with just your body language, how you walk, how you do that, when you've been with a man or whatever. So, my grandmother,
With your pregnancy, did they know? Were you hiding? What was...
my pregnancy, guys, that's the most painful. I found out when I was 7 months.
What do you mean, 7 months?
So the doctor said my daughter was growing backwards.
Okay.
So instead of that way. I just passed out while I was performing.
Jeez.
And then I went to hospital. They were like, congratulations. I'm
You're
like,
having a baby.
Huh?
7 months.
7 months. Okay, went to test. I'm like, okay, fine, no problem. It's probably 3 months, whatever. They're like, don't worry, you're 40-something weeks.
Jeez.
30-something weeks, I mean. They're like, yeah, no, you're about to reach 7 months. Got 7 months. So people didn't know. So my whole family thought I was hiding it. My dad got upset because my career was just about to, because that was when I dropped Amapi Amaning by DJ Clock. And that was literally a hit. And, okay, I missed the part.
So you didn't have like different eating habits?
No.
Nothing?
Because I think my mood is always the same.
Yeah.
I don't like fighting with people. I prefer walking away. So I didn't even notice maybe when I had the pregnancy mood, because my character is always the same. I don't fight.
Yeah.
I ignore fights. I don't like fight. Even when we have an argument, I prefer you winning and then I lose.
Okay. She asked you about your man, your ex earlier on. Would you ever go back?
Which one?
The trap, I'm now finally free. Next.
How? Why not?
Ha ke ga motlisa no a tlaga mo a re baby.
Kampanya ka lo dive ko di healing.
Hold healing. But would you say that you're looking, even if it's just something light, Yana, we keep it busy? No?
Your DMs unpopping? So who's in your DMs? Is it DJs? Is it politicians?
Everyone,
is it actors?
married,
is it married, unmarried? Have you
people are
replied
even signing up for divorces.
just
for
to-
you?
Yeah, babes, Mamela. I'm getting everything. Mama, people telling me, I'll buy you a house, I'll buy you a Bentley.
And you're not
Bentley.
interested in zero of them? What's the criteria? What do you look for in a man? When
She's
you are
only
looking.
had 2. She doesn't.
Yeah, those two. Why were you like, yeah, this one, 11 years, this one,
I look for myself in a man.
For yourself?
Yeah.
Someone that's...
Ask a man.
Somebody that understands not wanting to do everything that everybody else is doing. So a more chilled guy, one that is more real, where you understand that whatever you see on the internet is not what it is. Always find out what's behind what I post. That's the kind of man I want. The one that will ask, are you okay? Instead of saying, can we go out for lunch?
Ngathi sizojola yazi.
Okay.
Mina nawe.
Bathomba modimo
Check
naked.
ama-DM na uphuma la siyafana mina. And ngathi siyafanelana.
Uska ba modumela beke le beke o dira so. Beke le beke o dira so. Uska ba modumela.
Wena.
Naked
Ke
beke le
nkazama,
beke.
utseba jwang wena? Wena
Yeah, kinga wena.
Wasenya.
Naked, you're supposed to be mine.
I knew it.
No, I'm joking. Okay, no, I'm joking. Okay, so you recently lost a fellow musician and a friend, Mbura, who is someone who was like your brother, you know,
and Killer.
And Killer. Talk to us about that moment when you found out, like, what was going through your mind?
Guys, that was the most painful thing ever. And the sad thing is I never got to be emotional the way that I wanted to because people were just bashing me at the same time. Mbura and Kila, literally, we were in studio the whole month. And we were, because I'm a songwriter.
Yeah.
So I'd assist somewhere and they would assist me. So that's why even lyrically, I sound a bit like Mbura and Kila sometimes because we literally had our own circle. So we'd call each other, and now I pray a lot. So I'd always tell them, because you know, they always go out and they are kids. You need to always remind them, Guti, babe, I understand you are making money and I understand you are being famous, but you need to pray. You need to protect yourself all the time, you know? So we had that deep relationship. So we were planning on Monday, because it was almost Women's Day, to surprise Gogo on her set. Then Gogo posted a status saying, we're looking for Kila and Mbura. And I called them like, friend, what's going on? She's like, hey, we can't find Kila and Mbura. So I called everyone, literally called his family, called, you know, people asking what's going on, you know. So we found out actually from the family when they had just gone to go and find out, because they told them, okay, we found a car, they've all passed on, all 5 of them. So we were the first to know. And we all posted. And then I got a call from Pori. Pori, you know Pori? Yeah. Pori is what I am to the kids. And he said to me, friend, listen, let's wait for the family statement. It's only, you know. Yeah. But obviously because I'm the friend, I'm also hurt. And we found out from the, you know, part of the family and we were hurting. I decided to post and cry about it. And then I removed the post out of respect. But now people thought they were still in hospital when I posted. And then now I knew all about it. I was in the car, I was driving then.
Do you regret, after the backlash you got from social media, do you regret having tweeted?
No. You can't regret your feelings.
Yeah.
You can regret the actions, but not the feelings. Because at that time, I was emotional. And obviously, we grieve differently. You know, we don't, it was not an announcement for me. It was the fact that I lost my brothers. Yeah. I could have done the same thing with my dad, with my brother, with my uncle, because they were more of a family, which is why I actually had a tattoo for the both of them. So it's 2 hearts. Actually, it's Peace Magents. And then it's Mbura and Kila with 2 hearts on the side. Because they were people that actually had an impact. I mean, Umsebenzi Wethu was the first song that, you know, actually made me, you know, famous type of thing. So Mbura had something to do with it. And Kila, we were doing a complete album. And I fell in love with how he would teach me how to dance. And people kept on saying, you can't dance. So it actually made time to come to my house and teach me how to dance. You know, so it was not just a relationship with the musical side. It was a brother-sister relationship. You know, so it was hard for me, like really. I still cry till today when I sing Umsebenzi Wethu because it makes me so emotional.
Looking back now, and knowing what you know, if you had one phone call, what would you say to the 2? Like a do-over, what would you want to say to them?
Don't get into that car.
Don't get into that car.
Because that's... Yo, guys, I don't want to cry. Like, that's... You know when you actually find out that people were actually breadwinners at home? And we are in entertainment and there's a lot of things that are happening. We don't look out for each other. We look out for each other when there's benefits involved. You know? So it's hard to speak to their family members because I will never stop talking to their family members. I will not stop trying to help out where I can because I feel like those are my brothers, you know. But you can only do it for so long. you know. So just, that's why I always say to people, keep streaming their music, because that's what's going to pay the families forever.
Hundreds.
You know. So if I could make a call, I would actually tell them not to be in that car.
You spoke about having done a whole album with Killer. Now, when we want to talk about you and what we can look forward to you doing in the near future, will any of that music finally come out?
I think because I've spoken to his family,
Yeah.
I said if they would like to get any, you know, any money out of it, they can release it. It would be insensitive of me to release music in somebody else's absence. I don't, for me, that is, I don't, you know, so I gave the family permission. If they want to release the songs or if they want to make money out of it, they can release it. But I do have one song that, you know, we discussed and he was like, come hello, high water. And I don't know how, but he was like, come hello, high water, I keep ale.
Yeah.
You know, so that one I'm going to take out, and I did say all the proceedings go to the family. I mean, even with the Amapiano Awards, we decided to take all the proceedings of all the awards. I personally gave my money to the family, you know.
Yeah.
So wherever we can help, yes, I will try and...
So, you know, I guess, you know, from me, Kamo, and on behalf of all the heavy hitters out there, we, you know, sorry for your loss.
Yeah, no. Still going through it, but we are here.
And then, you know, your Lady Do, we all know you as a Lady Do. But there's Dudu Zile,
Yo.
the young you.
Yo.
Know.
Mashamplan.
What would you say to her? What would you say to your young self?
You got what you wanted. And now that you have it, teach others how to get to where you are.
Okay.
Because everything that I've ever wanted, I got. Like literally, everything I wrote in my vision board, I have. So now it's just to maintain it and pull other people.
Would you ever open like a school for young girls that want to get into the business, where you can mentor, or are you learning running any mentorship programs, or where young girls can actually shadow you and see what you do, and where
I
you
actually
impart so much of this knowledge that you've given us today?
I actually picked them
How?
on my DM. I pay school fees for girls. I don't do things for social media.
Yeah.
And I think you guys have noticed. The only thing
Yeah.
I post on my social media is my music and my daughter. That's it. You'll never find out what I have, what I own, how many cars I have, how many properties. You will never find out all of those things. And I do that from the goodness of my heart. I pick people randomly. Somebody will tell me a story. I need to go to university. I need this. I give them the money. I don't care whether they going to box it or do whatever.
Yeah.
But when I feel I need to help where I can, because I can't take on people, because then I'd be taking on responsibility for other, you know, kids. But I help where I can.
Nizuleke nina abo a man must.
Yes.
She has properties and cars.
Yes.
Nina abo a man must. She's
No
a
score
woman
lot, no
doing
score
it
lot,
on
no
her
score
own.
lot.
Halala, bachele Lady too.
Okay, this has been really heavy. I want to laugh a little, honestly. Like,
Yeah, please.
because la unpeka, la pakula. I think you must have a shot. You must have a shot, Lady D.
I think I want to.
Oh, what are we drinking to?
We are drinking to not being so. We are drinking to. It's not that deep. First
Yes,
of all,
please. Yo, guys.
we are drinking to that. We're drinking to all your hard work. For
And
you,
a woman must do it herself.
Yes.
we're also drinking to a woman must drink. Okay. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Right. It's really. I wanted to ask you something that you know, like I know like the loud version of you. I couldn't the view as a loud version because now you've been whispering in the ears. You're just like
mesmerized.
You're like wow.
Heavy
But like hey man,
yeah. Batla ing.
yeah.
Thank you for joining us on Heavy Hitters, Lady Do. Don't forget Twitter, Instagram, Heavy Hitters _ZA.
Facebook, just Heavy Hitters. Don't forget your hashtags. Hashtag Heavy Hitter and his favorite.
Not that deep. Don't forget, guys, man kanuga bona the juicy part. We uncensored on Facebook, so you need to go check out that Facebook page.
That's correct. Now we're gonna be adios. We're gonna do real fun stuff off the cameras because
Without
Lady
you.
Do is wah. Yeah. Favorite parts.
Umsebenzi Wethu.
Let's go next week.
Pamukile le mic nyasi.
Until next time, adios.
Wow.
Yeah.